for joining us on Sports 7GH. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Yeah, now we are going to talk about Nigeria versus Portugal friendly game, pre-World Cup friendly for Portuguese national team going into the 2022 World Cup. Yeah, we'll be talking about that particular friendly game, the strong lineups both of the teams are likely to use for this particular 11. For my Nigerian friends watching me from Nigeria and around the globe, do well to let me know your thoughts and views about the lineups I'm going to give. If there is a certain player you think should replace the other, or if there is anything you want us to know, leave the thoughts and comments below in the comment section. Ghanaians will also have a special interest in this particular video because you know Portugal is in the group H with Ghana, Uruguay and South Korea, yes, in the 2022 World Cup. And so definitely we have to monitor that particular friendly game of Portugal, as Ghana will be playing Switzerland on the same day, 17th of November, as our last pre-World Cup friendly. So yeah, we will be delving straight into all of that. Do well to subscribe to the channel if this is your first time watching us on this channel. Hit the notification bell and select all. Like this video and leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. Now yes, so Nigeria and Portugal will play maybe their first international game. Yeah, they've not played any international game before, and so this will be their first international game, and it will be a friendly game for both sides, pre-World Cup friendly for Portugal. And if you look at the last 5 games of Portugal, they lost 1-0 to Spain, they won 4-0 to Czech Republic, 1-0 to Switzerland was a loss away, and then they won 2-0 over Czech Republic and 4-0 over Switzerland. So that's how their last 5 matches looks: 3 wins, 2 losses. But Nigeria's last 5 matches has not been one that is convincing at all. After Ghana Black Stars got the qualification ahead of them to the 2022 World Cup, they've not really had a very good performances over there. They've been playing friendly games, but no. Their last 5 games, starting from their 1-1 draw with Ghana at the Moshood Abiola Sports Stadium. Yeah, the rest of the 4 games have all been losses over there, versus Costa Rica, versus Algeria, versus Ecuador, and versus Mexico. New coach Jose Pacero has not had it well at all in his tenure as the Super Eagles coach over there. So that's how both of the two sides go into this particular friendlies. Portugal obviously will go into this friendlies with Nigeria just to know their opponents, Ghana, very well. You know, Ghana and Nigeria are always like brothers, all right? Yes, and so for you to, and besides, Ghana qualified ahead of Nigeria, so Nigeria played with Ghana. Okay, so Portugal, in an attempt to know their opponent on 24th of November, the first game of their World Cup, very well, they have to play one of the closest neighbors to Ghana, which is Nigeria, and that's why they are playing that match. And this is how their 11 will look like, the Portugal strong 11. You know, it is the last World Cup friendly game for all the sides going into the World Cup, and so you might want to start with your strong squad and know how they will fare, so that when you get into the World Cup proper, you will know the necessary changes you have to make, or the necessary additions you have to make to your squad playing the World Cup. And so Portugal will go in with a strong squad, with Rui Patricio likely to be imposed. Rui Patricio is somehow losing his position in the Portuguese national team to Diogo Costa, fantastic goalkeeper of the Portuguese national team. Even Jose Sa doesn't come close to Diogo Costa. So Diogo Costa may be the main number 1 for Portugal in their World Cup or even in this game, but Rui Patricio still stands a chance of being the number 1. The left back goes to Dortmund's Rafael Guerreiro, fantastic left back over there. Ruben Dias and Pepe will be the 2 central defenders for Portugal, and then the right back will be João Cancelo, Manchester City's João Cancelo, fantastic right back. He's one of the informed and the best laterals in the game of football right now. João Cancelo can play as a right back. João Cancelo can also play as a left back, and so he's a top quality player. You know, Fernando Santos loves to play the 4-3-3 formation. That is the accepted and the well-known formation of the Portuguese national team. And so they will have a 4-man midfield. But before we go to they will have a 3-man midfield, sorry. But before you even get to the midfield, if you look at their defense, it's a solid defense. Yeah. Pepe, good old Pepe, but he's doing very well for Porto. Very, very well for Porto over there. And if you look at Ruben Diaz of Manchester City, top form. He gets the chance to even captain Manchester City sometimes and all of that, and so he is also in top form. Yeah, so the defense is a really solid one. Now let's look at the midfield. How would the midfield of Portugal look? These will be the 3 midfielders. Ruben Neves as the main central defender, or as the main defensive midfielder of the team. He will be defending all the attacks that Nigeria will be bringing and all of that. And so Ruben Neves of Wolverhampton Wanderers will be the main defensive midfielder. Bruno Fernandes will be the box-to-box number 8 midfielder, and then Bernardo Silva will be the key number 10 or creative midfielder of the team. So he will be having the play role. He will be creating all the chances and everything for the team from the midfield. He will be doing that particular job over there. And if you look at the midfield also, it is a well balanced midfield. Players who will be retrieving the ball, who will be destroying attack, and players also who will be passing the ball very well and be creating all the incisive passes. So that's what their midfield is made up for. Now the 3-man attack, solid attack, is what you will see in this particular Portugal 11. Rafael Leao of AC Milan will be starting from the wings, left side of the wings. Very pacey and very good in dribbling. The way he draws fouls to himself, penalty and all of that. He is a top quality player at the attack for Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo will be leading the lines for the Portuguese national team as the main number 9. So yes, Osimhen and the Nigerians will be meeting Cristiano Ronaldo over there, and then also Otavio of Porto will be doing very well for the side as the main 3 forwards for Portugal. So this is how the Portuguese national team will go in their pre-World Cup friendly versus Nigeria. Solid lineup. You get the likes of João Felix, the likes of Moutinho, some top quality players would all be sitting at the bench for Portuguese national team, and this is a side that would definitely produce goals in this particular game. Now let's look at the Nigerian side. What will be Nigeria's strong 11 or Nigerians strong 11 to face Portugal in this particular pre-World Cup friendly? Yeah, you know the Nigerians will not be playing the World Cup, that is a fact. But the point is that they have to play some 1 or 2 friendlies and wait for what things transpire. And Jose Parceiro, their new coach, will be hoping to at least get a first win or a first draw since taking over for the Super Green Eagles over there. And so this is how the defensive shape of Nigeria will look. But even before the defensive shape, you know the Nigerians released 23-man squad for this particular friendly. Okay, yeah, so for this friendly, and I think they will play another friendly also. So they released a 23-man squad, and that is what you are seeing on your screens over there. So from this 23-man squad is what we are going to select the strong 11 from. All right, yeah. So if you don't see a favorite player in the strong 11, it means that he is not part of the 23-man squad. Or if he's part and you want us to know, then let do all to comment. Leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section. It is very important to me, and it will be a great pleasure to reply all your messages from everywhere in the world. So this is how the defense will look. Calvin Bassey of Ajax will be the left back for Nigeria, or the Super Green Eagles. Fantastic left back for Ajax. He had a chance to play for Netherlands, but he decided to play for Nigeria Super Green Eagles, and so he will be starting as the left back. Kelvin Ifeoma, yes, will be one of the central defenders of this particular team. Another quality center back of Hoffenheim in the Bundesliga. He also had a chance to play for Germany, but decided to naturalize for Nigeria Super Green Eagles and play for Nigerian national team. So Kelvin Efioma will be playing alongside the captain of the Super Green Eagles, William Troost-Ekong. William Troost-Ekong is a solid center back of Watford in the championship, and then also of the Nigerian Super Green Eagles. He is the captain of the side sometimes and all of that. So William Troost-Ekong will be partnering with Kevin Efioma, and I'm sure it will be a very good center pair for Nigeria to cause a lot of harm to the Portuguese national team over the Tyrone Ebehi, yes, I hope I got the names right. If I didn't, you would have to pardon me over there. He's also a right back for Syria A side, Empoli, and he will be playing as a right back of the side, and I'm sure that will be a solid defense for the Nigerian national team over there. Now let's look at the midfield. It will be a 3-man midfield, a 4-3-3 formation, or you can say a 4-4-2, which will mean that one of the attackers will drift back and then have a 4-4-2, but we will talk about that. But let's look at the 3 midfielders. Wilfred Ndidi is back in the squad, and obviously will be starting as the main number 6 of the team. He's the most reliable defensive midfielder Nigeria can ever rely on. When you are talking about right now, he will be the most reliable midfielder, and so therefore Wilfred Ndidi will be the main number 6. Alex Iwobi would also be starting. Alex Iwobi of Everton. He's been having a very good season so far with Everton as I speak to you, with 5 assists and 1 goal in the EPL this season. So Alex Iwobi is having a very good season from the start of the EPL, and so he will be partnering Ndidi from the left side of the midfield and the attacking. He would also be the main number 8 of this particular Nigerian team over there. And then a table will be starting as one of the midfielders for Nigerian team. Will try to create something and all of that. And also, now let's look at the attack. Okay, the Nigerian midfield is a solid midfield. They will be indeed a table. Yes, they've been playing among themselves with the Super Green Eagles, and it is a solid midfield. But let's look at the attack. The attack is where you see a lot more deadly options. The Nigerian attack is so strong, and so if you look at their form coming from the clubs they are playing in Europe into the Super Green Eagles, this is a strong attacking options over there. Of course, Victor Osimhen will be leading the lines. Let me say this thing: Victor Osimhen is the informed best at African striker you would ever get, the main African number 9. If you are talking about African number 9s in Europe, he's the inform and he's the best Africa will ever get. Top quality player this season. He's been doing very well for Napoli, especially in the Serie A. In the UEFA Champions League, he's played 3 games and had 1 goal. Excellent. In the Serie A, in 10 games, he's had 8 goals and 3 assists. So that is like 12 goal contributions in 10 games for an African player of his sort. That is remarkable, and that is really good. And if you look at the form of Victor Osimhen, he's attracting a lot of offers from top leagues or top teams in Europe to sign him, and so that is what Victor Osimhen is doing over there in Napoli, and he will be leading the lines versus Portugal in this particular pre-World Cup friendly as we speak to you. And then we have Emmanuel Dennis of Nottingham Forest currently. He would also be operating from the right side of the attack. He can operate from the right side of the attack. He can also operate as the main striker. Now, the reason why I said it can also be a 4-4-2 formation is that Ademola Lookman can obviously drift to play as the number 10 or what have you, and have the main 2 strikers, which is Emmanuel Dennis and then also Victor Osimhen as the main 2 strikers of the side. So it can easily be a 4-4-2 formation. But Emmanuel Dennis will be operating from the right side of the attack. He is also doing very well for Nottingham Forest this particular season. In 9 EPL games, he has 1 goal and 1 assist. He hasn't been starting the game, so he just comes on and all of that, and that's the reason why he has had 1 goal and 1 assist. So Emmanuel Dennis, solid player last season with Watford. Watford got relegated. Nottingham Forest went for him, and he's been doing fairly well for Nottingham Forest. Now, Ademola Lookman, in form, solid player for Nigeria Super Green Eagles. He's expected to operate from the left side of the wings, and that is his favorable position, operating from the left side of the wings. And he plays for Atalanta currently in the Italian Serie A and doing very well for his side Atalanta. 14 games, 6 goals, 3 assists in the Serie A. That is 9 goal involvement for Ademola Lookman. He's on top form in their game versus Napoli. He scored a fantastic goal over there. And so that is how the attacking line or the whole 11 of the Nigerian Super Green Eagles will look to face Portugal in this particular pre-World Cup friendly. I'm saying that, look, maybe Nigeria will say that they really don't have anything to lose, but they have something to lose after drawing with Ghana and exiting from or missing out in the 2022 World Cup. They've not won any game. They've not even drawn any game. And so it means that their pride, their bragging rights is at stake. At least the coach, Jose Pacero, would want to win this game and start making a statement that, look, give me more time and I can start doing something for the side. So Nigeria have everything to lose or everything to gain from this particular game as well. Portugal would also have to prepare for the World Cup and all of that, and so this will be a very strong game that I'm sure the handlers of the senior national team, the Black Stars, Ghana Black Stars, will be monitoring very well to see how things go for Portugal, especially as we will face them on the 24th of November 2022. Let me hear your thoughts and views in the comment section. Who do you think will win this game? Who do you think will lose? How many goals do you think will be in this particular game? Let me hear what you think in the comment section over there. Thank you very much for staying with us on this channel. It's always a pleasure to have you. Do what to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and select or like this video and leave your thoughts and comments below. Definitely, I'll see you in the next update. Thank you very much.